been in about 40 US states and US territories through 140 LGBTQ centers or supportive LGBTQ organizations. Together, we have provided life-changing technology to hundreds of thousands of LGBTQ individuals and organizations. In fact, to date, we have provided over $607,000 worth of technology to the LGBTQ community, serving and reaching over 575,000 LGBTQ individuals. PowerOn has always been built on a simple but yet powerful belief. Hello. PowerOn has always been built on a simple but powerful belief that digital access is a human right. Every laptop, tablet, and smartphone we provide is more than just a device to bridge it is a bridge to education, employment, healthcare, and social connection. In 2023, we expanded our reach even further by streamlining the PowerOn program, making it into 2 grant programs, our PowerOn Community Tech Grant, as well as the Individual Tech Grant. These initiatives are already transforming lives. We've heard stories from people who have found jobs, accessed mental health care, connected with vital social services, as well as even secured housing, all because they were given the tools to do so. They needed those tools in order to participate in today's digital world. And that is what PowerOn has provided. Tonight, we are here to recognize not just the impact of this program, but the incredible people behind it. We are honoring a handful of PowerOn centers, individuals who have gone above and beyond for their communities. But in truth, everyone involved in PowerOn is a hero in my book. From the staff at our centers to all of our program supporters, you all are part of the movement that is helping to close the digital divide. One device and one connection at a time. As we celebrate tonight's award recipients, let's also remember that our work is far from over. The digital divide continues to leave far too many LGBTQ individuals access to the essential tools that they need to survive and thrive. But together, we are making real, lasting change. And I know that we'll continue to make real, lasting change. Before I close, I also wanted to highlight that LGBT Tech doesn't just work on device distribution. We work in a lot of different ways. We are really an organization that is a think tank that does research and makes sure that policymakers understand what is important to our community and why the access and connection is important. We use that to inform programs like our PowerOn program, like our PAS program. We're always looking ahead to keep our eye on emerging technologies, and that will really shape and impact our community. One of those initiatives was announced last week in Philadelphia with the Global Impact Forum in Penn State and Global Silicon Valley. Last week, we announced Project Ally AI. It is the world's first AI certification program dedicated to the ethical development of AI systems that affirm and empower the LGBTQ community. And it is a step. Thank you. I know my team that has put countless hours into that for months and months really loves to hear that. This is a groundbreaking step forward. And it's not just for us, it's for the entire technology industry. As we all know, AI is transforming the way we communicate, learn, and interact. We are ensuring our community is at the forefront around AI, pioneering research and development that will identify and mitigate bias, discrimination, and harassment in online environments, paving the way for a safer, more inclusive digital future for all of us. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your passion, your commitment, and belief in transformative power of technology. Let us celebrate our successes tonight, and let's look forward to an even brighter future. Thank you all for being here. With that, I would like to introduce our gracious host this evening, Mark Brennan, a partner here at Hogan Lovells. He has supported LGBT tech for many years, and his firm has gone above and beyond, not only providing this beautiful space up here for all of us to enjoy for years, but has been a friend of LGBT tech in supporting our work in so many ways. So it's with great honor, guests, please help me welcome Mark Brennan.
He did that with no notes. Great. Thank you, Chris. Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Brennan, and I'm a partner in the communications, internet, and media practice. I've led our technology and telecoms industry sectors, and I currently lead our firm-wide AI working group. On behalf of Hogan Lovells, thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to be able to welcome all of you to tonight's PowerOn Awards Ceremony. I'd like to share a little bit about our firm before we head into the formal program. As you can see on the wall, we have been in Washington, D.C. for 120 years. That means 120 years of impact, innovation, and thriving at the intersection of legal, business, and government. We count more than 350 attorneys working in our tech and telecoms industries. They're working on fast-moving areas such as AI, digital accessibility, privacy, online safety, and more, all critical and at the heart of the LGBT tech mission. Our firm culture is underpinned by 5 key priorities, 2 of which are particularly relevant here tonight: prioritizing innovation and being committed to driving inclusive and sustainable growth in our communities. I share these priorities because I know at the heart of LGBT tech is the mission to bring together key stakeholders, policymakers at the cutting edge of technology, and ensuring that we can improve access, increase inclusion, provide safety, and empower entrepreneurship to meet the goal of bridging the technology gap for all LGBTQ+ individuals. Hogan Lovells and my team are longtime supporters of LGBT tech, and Chris, thank you for all that you have done over the years. We are proud to continue helping this organization develop critical programs, and I am so excited tonight to be able to share that I'll be part of the advisory board for the new Ally AI certification program. I'm really looking forward to doing my part to help ensure that AI technologies see and include our LGBTQ+ community. I know we're all very eager to get tonight's programming started. McKenna, thank you for everything that you've done to put this together. And a huge congratulations to all of tonight's award winners. I had the opportunity to meet many of you, and I am so impressed and humbled. So thank you all. And with that, I'll turn the floor back to Chris.
Thank you so much. Without further ado, I'm going to turn it over and introduce the amazing individual who has taken these programs over the past several years into an incredible place. She started in the organization and really took hold of everything that the organization really felt and thrived on, but grew it even bigger. And she put her entire heart and soul into it. So with that, I would like to introduce our Director of Programs, Kristen Kelly.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you. My name is Kristen Kelly. My pronouns are she and they. I'm the Director of Programs here at LGBT Tech. So for the past 2 years, I have overseen our PowerOn program, as well as our PODS program and our new Digital Navigator program. And I'm so honored to be here with all of you, as well as our amazing team who puts their heart and soul into our work every day. And so tonight, we're here to honor not just the hard work of this organization over the year, but also the hard work and amazing accomplishments of the individuals who participate in our program through different kinds of support and who are recipients of our grants. And so we're so excited to announce our first award winner tonight for the 2024 PowerOn Awards Ceremony. Our first award tonight is the Change Agent Award, which is an award that honors an individual in public service or social justice whose significant contributions to connectivity have helped support underserved populations, including the LGBTQ+ community. This year's Change Agent Award goes to E.C. Pizarro III. E.C. is a technology experience strategist, owner of 1Z2R, and the executive director of TransTech Social. He is also the founder of Marsha's Web, a resource directory for TLGBTQIA+ communities that centers BIPOC, transgender, intersex, and gender nonconforming business owners and organizations. This year's recipient of the PowerOn Change Agent Award was a clear choice for our team. When we considered individuals whose values, leadership, and contributions align with the mission of our organization, one person stood out immediately for all of us, and that was EC. We first connected with EC last year when he applied for the PowerOn Community Tech Grant on behalf of TransTech Social. Under his exceptional leadership, the grant provided secure technology that empowered TransTech Social staff and volunteers to enhance their operations, manage administrative tasks, create marketing campaigns, and deliver critical support to the community. EC's vision didn't stop there. When we launched the PowerOn Individual Tech Grant, EC immediately recognized its potential for TransTech Social's members. Over the past year, thanks to his initiative, TransTech Social has referred more members to the PowerOn Individual Tech Grant than any other PowerOn center. These grants have enabled members to pursue education in software development, start their own businesses, access TransTech's and valuable resources, and much, much more. And not only has EC been an incredible partner for our PowerOn program, but he has also been a remarkable partner and supporter of our PATHS program. PATHS is a program that's dedicated to supporting LGBTQ+ individuals in STEAM, and with many shared goals between PATHS and his work at TransTech Social, as well as his inspiring personal journey into tech, EC gave one of our most powerful PATHS interviews, and I highly, highly recommend that you all go home and watch it because it is amazing. And so I am honored to present this year's PowerOn Change Agent Award to EC Pizarro III.
Oh, this is dope.
Leave it up here.
Thank you to LGBT Tech and the team at PowerOn. I actually learned about being a PowerOn Center when I was at Creating Change in San Francisco. And I had just taken seat as the executive director of TransTech. And it's crazy, like this is the culmination of it all because I will be stepping back on October 31st of this year, completing my 3 years there. And Star Palmer told me, become a PowerOn Center, y'all will do fine. And I was like, okay, cool. And when y'all launched the individual tech grant, the first thing I did was call Kristen. I was like, Kristen, we need a workaround. I was like, I know y'all are doing such great work, but there's no way my members can apply and the referral is at the end. And they went above and beyond to create a way for our organization to be able to refer members. And we do it by hand. So it was every night I would go through all of the applications to refer. And it's really been an impact for our members who don't have access to a laptop. I've seen trans people get from sex work to a full-time job in tech, $60,000, unlimited PTO and health insurance. And that's really life-changing for folks. So that wouldn't be possible if they didn't have a laptop to be able to access our resources. So I really want to say thank you. And on a personal note, that past interview that I did, I really would suggest go watching it. And that's not just because I'm in it, but when I left that interview with you, Kristen, I really felt like I said too much. And the reality is that my parents watched that interview. And if you know anything about LGBT folks and parents, you know, could be a little shaky. And I got an apology from my mother that I had already reconciled that I wouldn't receive. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to just share my story in a way that would impact. And Chris, like, thank you for being intentional. A lot of people aren't intentional, especially in tech, around intersectionality and seeing all of the intersections and how they impact people. So thank you for acknowledging that, and not just acknowledging that, but doing something about it. So I'm honored to receive this from LGBT Tech and PowerOn. So thank you so much.
Seriously, watch the interview. It's amazing. I could have talked to him all day. And as our team was reviewing the hundreds of applications that we received in the past year, I think it was close to 800 that we received in total for the individual tech grant in its first year. I kept reminding them that remember that EC was there filling out these applications all night as well. So if he can do it, we can do it too. So next up, I want to invite back Chris.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't have this this one up in front of me. Apologize. So our sorry, I didn't have this. Sorry, hitting too many things here. So every single year, we've really looked to at what organizations, companies, and individuals were really making a difference around the technology space for the LGBTQ community. And it's one thing that growing this program from putting 25 cell phones in the streets of Washington, D.C. with data talk and text through the SMILE program or through SMILE to better understand what technology meant for our community was so important. But the thing is that we all know how expensive this technology is. We know how expensive technology can cost and how having access to it can be so life-changing. And so with that, we really started looking at how we can go ahead and procure technology in a faster, easier way that was secure for our community. We tried the recycling route. It didn't really work. It's really expensive to recycle technology, if anybody knows. And companies have done a really good job at doing it on their own. But we also, the amount of sheer work, thinking about the fact that we have distributed over $600,000 worth of technology, if you can think about that, it would fill this room to the brim. And so in doing that, my team of 9 would not be able to do that. And so I'm really, really grateful to this next award recipient. And I think I have to click this, right?
No, I can look at
Oh, perfect. So in my own coaching to become a better leader, because that's what we should do as leaders, I ended up meeting a guy named Jer, and he listened to our issues of distributing this technology. And we were literally taking boxes with tape and putting computers in them and shipping them out with Ellie and the team here. It was quite a journey. And as I was telling this to my advisor, he was like, oh, well, I know this amazing woman-owned company in California called Computer Care. And that's what they do. And I was like, oh, perfect. Got on the phone with them. And not only did they do this, but they also wiped devices. And they made sure they were provisioned. And they made sure they were sent out in the quality that we expect and that anybody receiving a piece of technology should expect. And so most recently, we applied for the NTIA grants. And you see the numbers on paper and you see the discounts they're giving you for the services they're providing. But when I saw the number in total, so we could finish that application, I about fell over. Computer Care and Georgia, who's the owner at Computer Care, had, through the discounts, had saved us $62,500 over the course of the past year. That is storage fees. That is refurbing equipment coming in. This company not only walks the walk, but talks the talk. And so although Georgia sent her deepest regrets, and she's an amazing woman who I've never met in person, only over Zoom, but she sent her deepest regrets for not being here, but she sent her VP of Operations, Katie. And so we are so honored tonight to recognize the significant contribution you've given to PowerOn, not only to give a break for my team to be able to do their job better and serve the community that's so important, but you've also saved us thousands of dollars in being able to invest more money into the community that we so much deeply care about. So thank you. Separate. You want to get a picture real quick?
Wow. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, LGBT Tech and PowerOn. I have a few notes, but now I'm like totally distracted by what AC said and the great honor that Chris mentioned. I do want to say that like the words I want to say are on behalf of Georgia Rittenberg. She's the CEO and co-owner of Computer Care. So we are, on behalf of her and the entire Computer Care team, we are delighted and deeply honored to receive this award. It apparently Computer Care and LGBT Tech have not worked together for very long, but apparently we've made like an incredible impact on one another. Like we really enjoy having LGBT Tech as a customer, and we really enjoy giving back and participating in the mission. Yeah, and so Georgia mentioned, she said that our partnership is the perfect intersection between providing equality to the community and giving access to technology, as well as running a good business. So for Georgia, who is a UC Santa Cruz graduate, majoring in women's healthcare and public policy, this is like the holy grail of where her role as CEO definitely gives back to communities in need and gives back to the communities in which we as Computer Care employees live and work. We have our own philanthropic arm, and it's called Computer Care in the Community. And so this is truly aligned with the mission of that organization. Yeah, so we're just super excited to be able to provide to a customer who is also empowering the communities where we live and work. And this is exactly where we want to be as an organization. So thank you very much.
All right, now I want to bring up our amazing programs coordinator who, without Samantha, none of this program would be possible. Samantha is the one. Samantha is the one who has been working closely with Computer Care, but also with all of our grant applicants and grant recipients, as well as our PowerOn partner centers, really, building those relationships and working with those individuals and bringing them into the program. So we'll welcome Samantha.
Thank you. And I will also extend a thank you to AC. We work in solidarity here. You see those numbers, I see those numbers. But I am very, very honored to also include part of that work, which is our Trailblazer Award for 2024. So the Trailblazer Award is an award that is meant to go to an individual, and in this case, an individual tech grant recipient for the first year, that is using PowerOn Tech to take full advantage of the opportunities provided by the access to technology. So in 2024, we're proud to announce Axolotl Martin del Campo as our 2024 Trailblazer. They, through the technology awarded by PowerOn, Axel shared the device that has allowed them to prioritize themselves. It has allowed them to access the technology, to attend healthcare appointments, as well as open up opportunities to enroll as a yoga teacher in yoga teacher instruction in schools education. Axolotl Martin del Campo is a Washington, D.C. based herbalist, yoga teacher, Reiki master, and gender doula focused on healing through nature, food, movement, and community. Earlier this year, Axel also launched the C-Cube project, which focuses on food and movement as medicine for LGBTQIA folks. They're also an advocate for health equity with organizations like Cure HHT on Capitol Hill and Trans Latinx DMV, and was a contributor to the Mexican Cultural Institute's Tenango flag, the world's largest Tenango pride flag. Join me in celebrating the accomplishments of Axolotl Martin del Campo and awarding them with our 2024 Trailblazer Award and cash prize of $750. You have some time if you want to say anything. Yeah.
So I want to start by thanking every one of you that's here. In some way, large, small, you've all played a part in uplifting everyone in this room and many people outside this room that you will never know. The access that this technology gave me has truly been life-changing. And through all of this, I am now in the process of starting to launch a nonprofit through the C3 project, and am hoping to basically digitize a yoga teacher platform that will more democratize education and access to wellness in a way that can continue to uplift communities. Hopefully through this, I will be able to continue to partner with PowerOn and give people in need tablets so they can also start their own businesses and really blossom once they complete their yoga teacher training. So. But yeah, thank you all so very much. I hope that each of you grows happier, healthier, and wiser every moment that you have.
Our next award winner is our Community Empowerment Agent. So we know that none of the incredible life-changing and life-saving work that our PowerOn centers do would be possible without the hard work and dedication of their frontline staff. The Community Empowerment Agent Award celebrates a PowerOn Center staff member who has used PowerOn granted, some moonlighting. The Community Empowerment Agent Award celebrates a PowerOn Center staff member who has used PowerOn granted technology to support and empower center clients or program participants in an exemplary or innovative way. Camille Lewis is a program manager at the McKenzie Project in South Florida. Camille's extensive work experience in South Florida encompasses roles such as event host, program manager, senior health educator, and community project consultant. She's gone beyond her local community, traveling across the United States to connect underserved and marginalized communities with essential services. Today, Camille Lewis proudly serves as the executive director of Color and Raw, an organization dedicated to supporting Black TLGBTQ youth, now founder of Shannon's Mutual Aid and Bales Bond, an initiative dedicated to dismantling systemic inequities by providing essential support and resources to those impacted by the criminal justice system. According to the executive director of the McKenzie Project, Jasmine McKenzie, Camille is a beacon of resilience and innovation in the face of systemic oppression and anti-trans legislation. As a Black trans individual living in a state where transgender, nonconforming, and non-binary people are under constant threat, she has harnessed the power of technology as a vital tool for liberation and empowerment. Camille's journey is a testament to the transformative potential of digital access in the fight for equality and mental well-being. Embracing digital tools provided by PowerOn, Camille has created a safe spaces online, organized digital campaigns, and provided vital resources for LGBTQ individuals. Her work uplifts not only herself, but her entire community, addressing critical issues like mental health, well-being, and equality. Camille's efforts bridge gaps and provide connection in times of isolation, making her a powerful advocate for justice and empowerment. Her commitment to intersectionality, particularly in addressing the unique challenges faced by Black trans individuals, embodies the mission of the Mackenzie Project. By blending technology, creative arts, and community building, Camille fosters meaningful change for some of the most marginalized individuals in our community. Yeah, there's more. I'm not done. In recognition of her profound impact, we are honored to present Camille with the 2024 PowerOn Community Empowerment Agent Award, celebrating her dedication to equality, innovation, and empowerment for our community.
Oh, hold on. Thank you, Power On. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jasmine. Whoa, I had to think about, well, who is that she's talking about? She's talking about me. It's so funny that I'm sharing this on with my brother EC, because from the start of I'll call it my game change, because you always have to keep a game face on it. And this field is a game. Unfortunately, it is. It's a political, it's a who you know type of game. And at the start of that game, EC was there, and I told EC my dream, and he was like, well, make it happen. And excuse me, I'm like, what the fuck you mean make it happen? I'm trying to, you have influence. Tell me how to make it happen. And Jasmine sat us down, and thank you so much, Jasmine, wherever you may see this, for these kind words and the vision that you said me to give me her first baby, which was Color and Raw. And now I have the pleasure of running that program, and a little to shed some light on that on her words. I used the PowerOn. I got the laptop. Let me be specific. I got the laptop, and that's when I came more acclimated with Canva. And we had a roundabout moment in the conference room talking about Canva, how you can't delete just one word. You have to go back. And it was through that laptop I wanted to punch it and say, damn, Canva. But I stuck in there and I learned Canva. And one of my projects that I'm most proud of is called Talk to Me. Being someone that is a severe insomniac, I said, well, why not use this instead of eating? Use this no sleep time for something good. Oftentimes people don't sit in suicidal ideation. They just want to ramble through their thoughts with someone. So I dedicated my phone line to that. Talk to Me. That was one of the first flyers Jasmine and I drafted together, my Talk to Me flyer. Then I thought about the Shannon's Mutual Aid and Bails Bond. I promised as the executive director of Color that I would expand services. Through that, as I explained to many of you, I thought about SimCity. Everybody's familiar with SimCity. You can build your own city in your head. And I put a lot of drop-in centers inside of that that's doing awesome work. But I didn't see services there. I didn't see a lot of services that was for trans, for LGBT, by LGBT, and it was led by and worked through by LGBT. It was like a small pool of people that I knew of personally, but what about those I did not know? And being someone that has graced the jails a couple times, no, being someone that, and I was explaining to actually Katie, being someone that I was incarcerated a time or two, it was, yeah, whoo, Lord. I had the privilege of having someone on my team being at my beck and call and able to rescue me. But what about those that don't have that? And with all of our drop-in services, with all of the great work that they're doing, I thought it was time that I take a left turn off of this roundabout and do something different, because it's a privilege to be able to call someone of the lived experience and that has been there a time or two and be unapologetic about what you've done, explain yourself, and someone be there to provide the resources that's needed. And I felt that that's the part that I play in this landscape. And I'm so happy because I just spent last Saturday with my brother, and I actually been in this workforce for 10 years, working through HIV prevention and trans activism. I've been doing this for 10 years. As of this September, it's been 10 years. And then I launched Shannon's Mutual Aid and Bails Bond. Before I go, let me introduce Shannon to you. Shannon is my older brother who's no longer here. I lost him in 2019 to the many changes of the LGBT community. There are those that we know that are textbook to the stereotypes and stigmas of our community. And my brother just happened to be one of those people. I love him dearly. I will always sing his praises, how he was my first best friend, my first protector. I think he was my first fight ever. So my brother, he wasn't as well traveled as I was. He didn't get the chance to experience the globe as I have done. So every time I get an opportunity to bring him into the room with me, I'm going to mention his name, Shannon. So with my grant, with my piece of equipment, I was able to expand my services through Carlin Raw and build and draft up Shannon's Mutual Aid and Bell's Fund. Thank you. I'll get that later.
Thank you so much, Camille. And as we were talking about this, Jasmine, Jasmine McKenzie was a winner for last year for our Superstar Center. They were an amazing center to work with, and we're very glad to have an individual working for them as well to be able to shine the work that they're doing every single day. And with that, I'd also like to point out how in 2023, as PowerOn's Community Tech Grant, we awarded, and I think Chris was mentioning this, we awarded over $125,000 in 2023 to 40 different centers across the country and Puerto Rico. And with that, it's also the point of our next award, which is our Superstar Center Award. The Superstar Center Award honors a PowerOn partner center or organization that has made outstanding contributions to the program and the community that the organization serves. Our PowerOn centers have proven time and again how vital technology is for their staff, volunteers, clients, and community. Today, we recognize the important and tireless work of our Superstar Center Award, Montgomery Pride United. Montgomery Pride United has created a safe space for the LGBTQ+ community in Montgomery, Alabama in the Deep South, with a variety of programs, services, and gatherings. Montgomery Pride United has utilized their granted technology to provide support groups, case management, leadership development, housing resources, and so much more. Montgomery Pride United also shared that by updating their computers and printers through our PowerOn grant, their center staff has seen a great ability to perform the jobs they do on a daily basis, from research and their ability to respond. And when you walk into the Bayard Rustin Community Center, you find all computers are being used by staff members involved with growing the programs, which I know we're going to highlight with you now. So I am pleased to award Montgomery Pride United as our 2024 PowerOn Superstar Center Award, alongside a $2,500 cash prize for the center to continue the amazing work that you all are doing. So please welcome Tavares Kuntz, who is receiving this award in the name of Montgomery Pride United. Yeah.
I'm already breaking stuff. I'm so sorry. You know, not good. Anyway, hello everyone. I'm too tall. I'm above it, so I'm just going to project. So I do want to thank everyone at LGBT Tech and PowerOn for the acknowledgement. We at Montgomery Pride are incredibly humbled and super thankful that people even acknowledge the work that we're doing. We are a very grassroots organization in Montgomery, Alabama, civil rights capital of the world, you know. And we do a lot of work in our community, and a lot of that invaluable work that we do is thanks to all the computers, the tablets, the printers, every bit of tech in our center, realistically, that we've gotten through the PowerOn grants. We have so many people that come into our center every time we're open to come and fill out applications, get into paid case studies, try to work on either themselves or some project to kind of better their lives and their situations. And it means the absolute world to us that we had that kind of help. We do a lot of programs. Generally, we focus a lot on helping unhoused folks get resources like clothing and food. We also go out of our comfort zone a little bit to help, you know, our partners with legislation. We do a lot of advocacy. We organize marches and rallies. We try to get up into our state house to kind of fight for our rights. we do a little bit of everything, honestly. But yeah, and with the grant that we got this year and the extra laptops and the tablet, we're going to be able to catalog all of our clients served so much easier. We're going to be able to touch more people and help them to get where they want to be through future employment and job training that we work on. So thank you guys.
So before we conclude the awards portion for tonight, I'd like to take a moment to honor one more person. They have been and continue to be an absolute essential part of the success of PowerOn and LGBT Tech. We have a special award tonight, the Sentinel of Brilliance Award, which we brought to life this year in order to honor someone that not only stands firm in their responsibilities, but shines brightly through their work, leadership, and this person embodies a steadfastness, resilience, and an unyielding ability to keep everything organized and running smoothly. This award actually goes to an LGBT Tech team member who played a pivotal role in building the PowerOn program from the ground up. She was there when it got started, helped guide it and grow it into what it is today. Although she eventually handed off the reins to Kristen a few years ago, her influence and hard work have reminded and remained at the core of this program and its success. This individual has been with the organization for 7 years. She was actually team member number 3. And from day one, she has shown an unwavering commitment, passion, and incredible dedication. So for her dedication, leadership, and for being the brilliant light that in everything she does, it's my absolute honor to present you with the Sentinel of Brilliance Award to our Director of Operations and Finance, Ellie Bassett.
You don't get to just be in the room with the award anymore. Shut up. No.
So it was actually Ellie who grew up near these awards, and she brought this to our attention, and she's wanted one since she was a little girl. And so, yeah, there's multiple layers here, but I'll turn it over to Ellie.
No, I didn't know that he was talking about me until well into that little spiel. Wow. I'm not at all prepared to say anything. Thank you all. It is incredibly important to me to be here with all of you tonight. I don't often make it out of my office at home. I'm a bit of a behind the scenes kind of gal. But I'm so proud of this whole team, how it's grown over the years. Seeing the award winners here every year, it's just layer upon layer of awesomeness. And I'm just really happy to play a small role in getting to let the true stars, the award winners, get to do their thing and thrive and shine. And to all of you, my colleagues, I love working with all of you. You are all amazing. And I'm going to walk away because this is not about me. So thank you all so much.
So next I want to invite up our Digital Inclusion Manager, Erin Rook, who's going to talk about our Digital Navigator program and all of the exciting ways that we're integrating this work into PowerOn.
How's it going? How's everyone doing? Okay, I'm a little nervous, so just don't judge me. So basically, as Kristen said, I have been at LGBT Tech a little over a year now. And so I'm working with our newest program, our Digital Navigator program. So basically, like tonight, we're focused on PowerOn, on technology access, on making sure that our community has, access to devices. But I'm really excited about our Digital Navigator program because it kind of feels like we're sort of closing the circle on the digital inclusion piece that we're trying to, do within our community. So our Digital Navigator program, we're really going to be focused on not only providing the technology, but making sure that when folks in our community get that technology, they know how to use it effectively. They know how to stay safe using that technology. And really importantly, they know how to get access to the internet, and that's affordable access, and that they have the tools and resources to be able to get that access and maintain that. So I'm really excited about the work we're going to do with our Digital Navigator program. We've got a lot of really cool stuff coming. One of the big pieces that we are going to be doing through a lot of awesome work through Samantha and polling our PowerOn centers, we have found that the majority of LGBT centers are right now not necessarily having an IT person that is able to handle cybersecurity incidents, cybersecurity preparedness. There may not be a staff member that is necessarily feeling empowered to be able to handle, any technology issues. So we're really excited. We're going to be launching a pretty comprehensive guidebook for LGBTQ centers that will kind of run the gamut on setting up cybersecurity safety for those centers. So we'll have everything from how you can build a policy for passwords for your employees, how to set up administrative accounts, and a lot of other safety tips. So very excited about that. We're going to be running a focus group with 5 of our awesome centers to kind of go through, make sure the work that we're doing is really powerful and effective. So that's very exciting. And then we've also got coming soon, we're going to be building a digital literacy resource hub that is specifically focused for queer and trans individuals. So all of the resources and the tools that we are going to be building, those will be made for and by queer and trans people. And we'll really have a focus on the needs of our own community and really try to, make sure we're protecting folks with the technology we're giving. So a lot of other exciting things coming for that, but I'm very nervous. No, I'm very excited. I'm very happy to be here. This has been like the coolest team to work for ever. So, and thank you all for being here. It's been awesome to meet you. So if you're into cybersecurity or digital literacy, please come see me. We would love to chat and, see what we can partner on. So thank you, everybody.
Awesome. And adding on to some important announcements from our programs in general. So I do encourage you all to keep an eye out for our impact reports. We're launching 2 different impact reports for both of our programs. So you'll see our 2023 PATS impact report, which focuses on diversity in STEAM, and specifically around 20 different individuals that were able to get over up to $5,000 for their STEAM education, and how they were able to use it and how it impacted their lives. So keep an eye out for our PATS impact report, as well as our 2023 PowerOn impact report, these will be soon to come. So keep an eye out. I also want to highlight our PATS program a little bit. So episode 1 of our season 6 is out today. As EC was mentioning, he has an incredible interview, and the first interview of this season is someone that he recommended, which is amazing, and highly recommend to go see Sir Lax's interview as well as our trailer so you all can see who's up for this. Those episodes air every Thursday, so you can see the full interview with them and really enjoy it. And please look at all previous seasons. And finally, we want to make an announcement about our grants. So please keep an eye out for our 2025 Community Tech Grant, individual tech grants, and our PATS STEAM educational grant. So all of those will come again in 2025, and we're very excited to see how these programs continue to grow. So quick announcements.
Thank you all so much again for being here, and another huge congratulations to all of our award winners tonight. I also want to just give one more shout out to our incredible team at LGBT Tech. We are a small but very mighty team. Thank you so much to Samantha and Erin for designing these programs and making these programs run every day. Thank you to Tatiana, who put this event together and made sure that everybody knew about it. Thank you to Shay and Carlos, our policy team, and Chris and Ellie for their amazing leadership. And also thank you so much to Max, who actually does all the cinematography for our PAS interviews. They are beautiful, but has also been along for the ride for our other events. So please stick around and network and hang out, and please eat. There's lots of food, but thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for celebrating our amazing work this year.
Award winners, come up here for a photo op, please, and thank you.